In the past, I've tried to play Red Dead Redemption 2 a solid 2, maybe even 3 times. However, I struggled to get past the first chapter, time and time again. I chalked it up to this game being horribly overrated. How could something so boring be loved by so many? Well friends, at the start of February 2023, I decided I was going to give Red Dead Redemption 2 another go. Only this time, I was going to soldier on beyond the first chapter. The snow will not be my undoing this time. Well, I hope so. Well friends, as they say, the rest is history. Once I got past the snow and made my way to Valentine, I finally felt it. Felt it may be the wrong way to describe what I felt. Let's rather say I finally got it. Holy shit, this game is beautiful. Who would ever believe it is 4, almost 5 years old? The attention to detail, the pure scale of the world, the NPC's daily routines, and it finally dawned upon me. This game is fucking incredible. It has its flaws, and I'll get to those later. But god damn, I'm in for one hell of a ride. And yes, excuse the pun. To be able to finally play Red Dead Redemption 2 for the very first time in 2023, I felt like a gift that I had been storing away for the perfect moment, even though it was unbeknownst to me initially. I recently replayed The Witcher 3 and fell in love with that game all over again, but I was fully aware that no matter what I wished, I could never replay it for the very first time. Well, with Red Dead Redemption 2, I finally had that opportunity to do just that. Yeehaw! In gaming, well, for me at least, let me know if it's the same for you in the comments. You know you're playing a fantastic game when you have a tingling sensation, or call it a mini high if you will, but when a game just resonates and elicits an emotional response. In The Witcher 3, I got just that from the overall storyline, the interesting NPCs and the side quests. In Days Gone, I had that feeling when I took on my first big horde with the newly created napalm bombs. And then finally, in Spider-Man, the first time experiencing swinging across Manhattan. Very special. Now these special moments, they transcend just sitting behind a screen, just pressing random buttons on a keyboard. Special moments that move you and immerse you fully into this recreation we all know and love, gaming. I had that feeling in Red Dead Redemption 2 every time I stopped and just took in my surroundings, marveling at what Rockstar were able to achieve with these graphics. Everything is so beautiful. I find the swampy areas just outside Saint Denis to be the pinnacle of the beauty. The air thick with fog, the trees piercing that fog perfectly in all its silhouetted glory. For an area which is traditionally dirty and not my definition of beautiful, Rockstar really knocked the swamps out of the park in my opinion. It made me grateful to be a gamer, just to take in its beauty. Maybe I sound mad, and maybe I'm alone in this thought, but dang, those swamps are beautiful. Red Dead Redemption 2 definitely plays into my cowboy fantasies I had as a kid, albeit a smidge more brutal and a touch more realistic at that. The characters are all very well done and all very believable. However, this is one of my few gripes I have with this game. I find your posse to be just a little bit too big to truly care and bond with each and every one of them. Perhaps there could have been 3 or 5 less posse members. In saying that, I absolutely loved Sadie, John and Charles. Sadie being the standout for me, hardcore, badass and drop dead gorgeous to boot. The only other complaint I had is that chapter 6 felt like an eternity to complete. Perhaps some of the storylines could have started in chapter 4 and at the end of chapter 5. I could feel my honor slipping away with every new quest that popped up whenever I thought the chapter was drawing to a close. However, in retrospect, it also ended very abruptly, so I kinda get it. Still, with all being said and done, I absolutely loved my time with Red Dead Redemption 2. What a beautiful marvel of a game this is. From a game I thought I'd never play, let alone complete, to definitely in my top 3 ever. In closing, in 2023, if you still haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, what are you doing with your life?